there were legal troubles that he had to deal with, Sparrow, so that fight didn't happen. And then he was signed to fight in November, but was unable to make a contracted weight, so now he gets this assignment coming on the back end of the quarantine, and now boxing's return.
Yeah, I know you guys hear that. Yep. Well, that's a way a fighter breathes. That's an amateur way of breathing, you know, and they haven't gotten out. They haven't gotten away from it yet. That's what you're hearing.
Sparrow, as we said earlier, is a Philly fighter. Philly taught, came up in the Philly gyms, got a great young trainer, Rasheem Jefferson, who's not just a trainer but a teacher. So he's well schooled. Abraham Nova is, like we mentioned earlier as well, he's young, he's on the verge of a title, he's a thoroughbred. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't get over anxious and he allows the fight to unfold naturally and doesn't try to make something happen.
You know, I want to go down the path of what you just mentioned in describing Jefferson from Philly. And obviously Philly is one of the all-time great fight cities in the world. And you have great teachers in the gym there. Do you feel as the years have gone on, we have more cornermen / trainers and fewer teachers of the sweet science?
Yeah, a lot of the old trainers, the old teachers, unfortunately, you know, they passed on. And some old trainers have passed on the knowledge to younger trainers, and they're keeping it going. And Rasheem Jefferson is one of those young guys.
Body shot from Nova.
You can see that body shot right away gets Sparrow's attention. If I'm Nova, that's where I'm going. I'm going down to the body on Sparrow. I'm going to test his body. Is it me, guys? But does Sparrow body look a little weak, don't it? Don't it look a little soft?
Came in at 131 and a half.
All right.
I'm just saying, his body look a little bit soft.
But he was raised in upstate cold. He's from Albany, New York, where he took great advantage of the city's boxing program. He's very proud of where he comes from a great family who runs a church in Albany. And he is now 18-0 with 14 knockouts.
Keep him on the back hill.
One thing that I see,
Avery Sparrow's body being a little soft, and he took this fight on short notice. And even though he said he stays in the gym, staying in the gym and just shaking loose just to stay in shape is not the same as training for a fight. And he's also coming off of a 15-month layoff.
And then 3 weeks ago gets the call for this fight. Tokakan Clary withdrew from this opportunity to fight Abraham Nova. And there were and Tim, we've talked about this with many fighters over the course of the last month. Not a lot of gyms that were open. You had to really be disciplined to work out on your own for much of the quarantine.
See, the challenge for Nova as he continues to progress, starting with this fight tonight, he's got natural power, he's physically strong, but he can't fight that way. He has to continue to box and just let the power come. Just land the shots as you throw them. Don't try to be big and strong. Just be who you are in boxing, set things up, and the power won't go anywhere. It'll always be there.
right now Nova is looking for a left hook. That's the shot he wants. He wants the left hook. He landed one about 20 seconds ago. There it is.
Fires that one off.
And he loaded up on that one. Just a little bit off. He sees an opening right there. You see the right hand of Sparrow is down. And Nova's looking to take advantage of it.
Go.
And I think Nova's doing a great job right now. I think he's doing what I said he should do, which is be patient. You're hearing some of the shots that he's land heavy, and that's because he's a heavy-handed kid. He doesn't have to throw hard to land hard, but he's being patient because he knows he's dealing with a slick, seasoned boxer in Avery Sparrow. Even though Sparrow doesn't have a boatload of fights, he's got good seasoning coming from the gyms of Philadelphia.
Double jab right hand from Nova.
I love the fact that Nova now bringing the high guard up when he goes back. You know, a lot of times you see guys, they drop their hands.
Punch it, okay? All right?
He brought his guard up.
Keep the heads back, guys.
It was a clash when both men just came forward.
Time!
Mo Lopez. We await official word on when we will have the unification fight of Lopez and Lomachenko. What a night that will be for the sport.
I think Sparrow, it's clear to me that he has the skill to compete with Nova, at least right now. But the bigger question is going to be, does he have the conditioning down the stretch as this fight progresses to deal with Nova?
And I think that's what Nova is using right now. He's using, you know, ring smarts, ring generalship, and he's going to let Sparrow wear down a bit before he goes in for the kill. But the one thing that I see Nova's doing, and what he's doing wrong, is he's going back in a straight line. You see, every time Sparrow attacks him, he's going back in a straight line. Well, if I was Sparrow, I will take him all the way back to the ropes if he continues to go in that straight line.
Keep him up, keep him up.
Good combination right there from Sparrow. Changing levels, going down to the body and then back up to the head.
My bad.
You may look at Sparrow's record and say he's 10-1-1 with only 3 KOs. He may not be a knockout artist, but he's got respectable power. He's the type of guy that can hurt you and knock you down if you slip and he gets a shot through it.
Right there, that was it.
Good patience right here from Abraham Nova. This is what his coach told us. That's the biggest struggle for him. He said, I got a fighter who's young, he's eager, he's aggressive, and he knows he can punch. Sometimes that's his downfall. If I can just get him to be patient and set his shots up, we'll be on our way. And I'm seeing that growth here tonight from Abraham Nova.
Yeah, but I'm also seeing that Nova, what he's not doing. He's making a miss, but he got to make him pay.
Guys, keep those heads back.
You know, that's the next level. That's the elite level. Every time those hands leave your face, there's an opening. And he needs to make Sparrow pay for those misses.
Just had a right hand to the body.
Oh, there's a right.
That left hook.
Yeah, this is the shot he's looking for. It's open because every time Sparrow shoots a jab, he drops the right hand. But the problem here is that Nova didn't turn that punch over. You see, he kind of slaps with it. Now, if he would have turned that punch over, then Sparrow probably couldn't have been knocked down. I'm sure of that.
Round
Right
4 of our
idea,
co-feature.
just
Nova
terrible technique.
and Sparrow. Bernardo, what are they saying in the corner of Avery Sparrow?
Here we go, keep going.
In Sparrow's corner, Rasheem Jefferson says, look, Nova is a straightforward fighter, and he walks straight back, but we've got to capitalize on that. Every time he goes back, we've got to let combinations go.
Yeah, Joe, I was saying that. I got to disagree with my partner here, Tim Bradley. I think if you're in the corner of Nova, I think he's doing just what he's supposed to do. everybody knows he's aggressive and he's a good puncher and all of that, but he's facing a slick fighter. He's facing a guy who has a good jab. He's showing feints. He's showing different looks. You can't get careless with Sparrow because he can land a good shot to put you down. You got to incrementally be more aggressive and pick up the pace, and he's doing it in the right spots right now. I like what Nova's doing right now, and I also like what Sparrow's doing.
Yeah, just when you said it, Dre, he picked up the pace just a little bit, had that combination including to work to the body. 2 rounds to 1 early on, says Dre for Sparrow.
Listen, you know
This
a
fight is
fighter
going to be won or lost down the stretch.
Yeah, but you know a fighter, if I hear a fighter is taking a fight on a week's notice, guess what? I'm pressing on the gas. I'm pressing on the gas. I'm testing them. That's what you have to do. Nova got to press it.
Keep him up. Keep him up.
He's gaining more. Sparrow's gaining more and more confidence each round. He's picking up the intensity. Nova looks like he's looking for one shot.
There you go.
Nearly placed a short right hand there.
No head to that. Rock off of that shoulder.
Well, Sparrow's throwing more punches, but his connect percentage is extremely low. You see a lot of these punches coming up short or hitting the gloves of Nova. He's landing only 12% of his total punches thrown.
Open up so wide. Stay tight.
There you go. Now Nova's doing a good job at jabbing with the jabber instead of just looking at the jab or blocking it. Jab with him, punch with him.
Run it back. Run it back.
2 guys who came into this fight with extreme confidence, Avery Sparrow and the unbeaten Abraham Nova. Start of round number 5.
Man, if Nova don't find room to counterpunch those shots being thrown at him, Sparrow's gonna do this all night.
Good combination right there from Sparrow, and I like how Rasheem Jefferson is keeping Sparrow honest in the corner. You can't just give your fighter the game plan the night before, the day of the fight. You have to remind him, remember we said we were going to do this. Remember, hey, you did this well. Stay away from this area. He's doing a great job of coaching his fighter through and reminding him of why they're there and how they're going to be successful.
Nova's gonna get this type of work all night long. He's letting a boxer, a superior boxer in Sparrow, do whatever he wants.
And some of these rounds are hard to score, but I'm giving Sparrow some of these rounds because he's busier and he's piling up more points.
Yep.
There's a thing as being too patient.
Yeah, what is he waiting on?
Perhaps
I just wonder what Nova's waiting on.
Yep.
Yeah, what is he waiting on?
Well, he's
Let
not
your
getting the
hands
proper
go,
shots.
son.
He doesn't
You're
have
bagging up. You're not winning the fight right now.
But he has a moving target right now, Tim, and he's getting different looks. And we've been talking about this all night long. What you see Sparrow doing right now is it's not just posturing. He's setting things up. He's keeping Nova, the more powerful fighter, off balance, and therefore he's keeping all of his tools in the toolbox. He's not using them. So Sparrow's doing what he's supposed to do.
Sparrow is directly in front of him. He's being very shifty. He's shifting his body up and down, giving different fronts and different looks. But how do you stop that? You stop that with a nice jab. You stop that with throwing combinations. You stop that by countering him. Don't allow him to get comfortable and get in his position. No. Make him pay for every punch he throws.
Use your feet. Get around there. Shoot. Let's go.
The right hand is there. There's a perfect opportunity to land a right hand, and Nova did nothing.
Jab up. Jab up. Jab up. Jab up.
Up and over the judges ringside at the MGM Grand Conference Center for round number 6. Avery Sparrow stay on course and keep putting forth this game plan keeping Abraham Nova at bay, or will the undefeated Nova, who has 14 knockouts in his 18 wins, be able to get to him at some point?
Well, I said it in the beginning of the night, Joe, that this was the fight that I was looking forward to, the co-main event, because I wanted to see what adjustments Abraham Nova was going to make throughout the course of this fight, because you could see, if you've seen any of Avery Sparrow's fights, you could tell he was skillful. He knows how to fight, and he's not afraid. He's not a guy that's afraid of the moment. And you may say, okay, we had a long layoff. Well, the biggest fight of his career that he just won was 15 months ago, and he had a year layoff before that fight. Layoffs are not created equal. It all depends on how you live in your life, and if you're staying in the gym and working your craft while you're off. And for whatever reason, layoffs don't really hurt Avery Sparrow.
Interesting point from Dre. Bernardo, what are they saying in that corner of Abraham Nova?
Hector Bermudez says, look, we gave that round away. He took it off. We can't let him outwork us. We're still in phase one, like he told us in the fighter meetings. He's okay, but if we lose another round, I'm going to unleash him.
We'll see if that happens.
He better unleash him right now. He talking about lose another round. Unleash the Nova right now. Tell him to get after it.
You want phase
Nova,
two,
I mean, Nova's still trying to figure it out. Yeah, he's still trying to figure it out. You know, what he needs to do consistently, you know. Sparrow has already figured it out, and he will continue to do it until he stops.
You gotta shoot back. Make that body right back.
Nova is going to the body a little bit more in this round, and it has slowed Sparrow down just a little bit. But see, that's what Nova can't get caught up in. He can't play the game of Sparrow, where Sparrow wants to rest and Nova allows him to rest. That's when Nova needs to press the issues, when the fighter who took this fight on short notice and who's been off wants to rest. You don't let him rest. You got to press the issue.
See the double jab. There it is. He's close. Let those hands go.
Stay low, stay tight.
Good job, Nova, there.
Don't move.
You can see Sparrow definitely highly educated in the ring. High ring IQ.
Jab out. Jab out. Jab out.